Hey there, it's Kelly Barthlow with Remax Premier Realty, and I wanted to talk to you for just a few minutes about a great tool that you have free with your Stellar MLS membership that you might not know about, or maybe you heard about it, but you don't know exactly what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is and show you a little bit about how to use it and where to find more help on how to use it. The tool is called Ratemyagent. And the thing is, we all know, or we should know, how important online reviews are these days. I think they call it social proof. They're super important. And we know as consumers, when we're shopping online, we're looking at reviews. A lot of times on Amazon, I won't even consider putting that item in my cart if it doesn't have a review. Depends on the price. But a home purchase is a pretty big purchase. So it just makes sense that buyers and sellers would want to see your social proof and see what other people think about you. Even if they already know you and think they like you, they just might want to see how it is to work with you, what other people thought of you. Did other people like you? So it's really important, and it's not just even about buyers and sellers. You might have other agents that want to potentially send you referrals, want to look you up and see what your buyers and sellers had to say about you. So it's really important. But the thing is, where do we get these reviews? There's so many different places you could put them or request them. So Ratemyagent is a tool that kind of helps centralize them, keep them in one place. And I'm going to show you just a little bit about how to use it today. So hang on while I share my screen. And we're going to log into Stellar MLS, but don't go all the way into Matrix. I want you to just go right here to Ratemyagent. And when you click on that, it's going to pop you into a screen that's going to ask you, is this you? It's going to have your information pulled from Stellar and say, is this you? You'll say yes. And that's going to lead you through a setup wizard. So the setup wizard is going to ask you to do things like connect your social media accounts, your Zillow account, things like that. It's going to also pull your recent sales and ask you if you want to get reviews on those at that time. Now, don't worry if you're not ready to do any of those steps right off the bat. You don't have to. There's going to be a skip link on every page. So you can skip most of that and just go straight into Ratemyagent and start looking at it. So let's go over here to my Ratemyagent dashboard. Oops, not on the dashboard. There we go. Your Ratemyagent dashboard is where you're going to end up. So let's talk a little bit. It'll have your latest review opportunity right here. We can click Get Review and give it a second to load. There we go. And so we have two options. We can request a new review and just fill out this information, client name, email, cell phone, whether they were buyer or seller. And we have a message template, so we don't even have to write our own email. It actually has a, requesting a new review. And you can edit it, and you might need to because it specifically says your home. And you just might need to edit a little bit. That's okay. So you can go ahead and click request review, and that email will go out to your buyer or seller and it'll ask them for a review. The other thing you could do though, maybe they already gave you a review and you want to post it here. You can click post existing review and it's going to let you post it, but it's going to mark it as unverified until it's verified by your customer. So the review heading, they want you to paste something here. They suggest that you take a really good line out of the review and paste it as the headline. Anything that stands out that you want them to see first, put that as the headline. Then copy or paste rather your review from the other site, or type it in if it was on paper. Type in your review right here. Again, select if it was from a buyer or seller. Tell it what the date was, and then click verify now or verify later. I don't know why you'd want to wait. Maybe you want to call them first and let them know what's coming. But if you want to verify now, just go ahead and put in their name, their email address, and then use the template that says upload an existing review. And they've got a template for that that's pretty well written. Again, just read through it, make sure you don't need to edit any of it, and then click post review and send verification. You do have the option to preview the email first, but then post review and send verification. And you're off asking for your reviews. Now, let's talk about that profile. First of all, let's look at my, oops, wrong screen. Hang on. Well, I've already closed it. So let's go to edit profile and we'll get to pull it back up. So I'm going to click view profile and it will pop it open in a new tab. And y'all don't be looking at all my icons on my desktop back there. I know it's terrible. Let's cover it up. Okay. All right, so here's my profile. I was able to upload a logo, a cover photo, it pulled the profile photo from MLS, but you can change it if you need to. It's got your title. You can choose from a whole list. I'm going to show you how. It's got your bio, but look, it only shows the first couple lines. So when you're writing your bio, make sure that what you want them to definitely see is your first 2 sentences. They can click to show more, and that's okay, but I would want to make sure that the most important thing is right there at the top. So markets, you get to pick up to 20 zip codes and put them in here to show what market areas you work, your website, and you can connect your social media accounts right here. I only put Facebook for this example. I want to show you what it looks like for someone that has reviews though. So let me click on Beth's because it's right there. So Beth has not filled out her cover photo or profile photo, so I'll call her after this. Here are her reviews. She's got 2 on here and it puts them all on her profile. But then if we click one of them, it actually makes an individual page, an individual web page for every review that you get. And I think that's awesome. If you look up in the URL bar here, it says real estate agent Beth Anthony, and then it has reviews and the property address. So that is the more of these you have, the better off you are with Google, because Google will start to see that, especially when you build up some momentum with a lot of them. And when people will search you, hopefully they will find this review page. So let's talk about editing the profile. Click edit your profile. Right here, you can click to update or upload your logo or your cover photo or your profile photo, any of that. You can choose a background color and a text color just by clicking right there. We'll scroll down a little bit. This is where you can choose your titles. It's actually a pretty big list, so you should be able to find something appropriate on there. Your office information should be there, as should be your email that was in MLS. You can put your website address right there, your cell phone number, and that's where you type your bio and then make sure you hit save. Okay, next is your licenses. You can put your license number in here and hit save. And then your market areas. This is where you would add your up to 20 zip codes right here of the areas that you work, and hit save right there. And then last is your social media. This is the profiles you want to show on your Rate My Agent profile. Let's go back to mine. I think we saw my Facebook was down at the bottom left. I'm not gonna, oh, nope, I'm still on Beth's. One more click. Yeah, there's my Facebook. And if I had added my LinkedIn and everything, it would show it there. So this is where you add those URLs. So I would use my Facebook business page. I wouldn't put my personal here. I mean, that's your choice, obviously, but I think it's better to use your business page. So let's go over to Facebook real quick and figure out how we find that. In most of the times when I log in, it's over here on the right, but I started noticing when I really went to do this video that, hey, it's not always there. So let's go over here to the left-hand menu, and I see pages right there. And if you don't see it in this list initially, click see more, because I have a feeling it's gonna live permanently right here. I'm not crazy about the new Facebook update. I'm sure most of you aren't either, but they didn't ask us. So let's click pages. Click on your business page, then just go right to the URL bar and right click and copy it and go back over to your profile, edit my profile on Rate My Agent, and just right click and paste that in there. And it's similar for Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram. And you also can upload, or not upload, but you can link a YouTube or Vimeo video right here. And I would definitely think about recording an intro video. I've known of some agents to do it. I think it's a really good idea. The more people see your face and hear you, the more they start to trust you. And especially these days when we're not necessarily out in front of everybody quite as much, I think it's more important than ever. You know, it doesn't need to be long, just a couple of minutes, and record who you are, how long you've been in the business, maybe, unless it's less than a year, then maybe don't. What market areas you work, what are your specialties? Do I specialize in luxury homes, horse farms, you know, condos, 55 plus communities? Anything that has to do with what you do, your mission, whether you work with buyers or sellers, what, you know, that kind of thing, what you do that differentiates you from other agents. Definitely record an intro video, upload it to YouTube or Vimeo, and put the link here. And if you want to reach out to me, I'll tell you maybe some other places you can put it too. But definitely once you're done, hit save so that you don't lose any of this information. And there was a save at the bottom of each section. So you want to look for that little message that says your info has been updated. So the other thing you can do, if you didn't do it during the wizard, that was just putting your social media info, that what you want to show on your profile. But you may want to actually connect your social media. On the left-hand menu, let's click linked accounts and start linking your different social media accounts through here. And before we stop this video, I want to show you that there's training. So there's training on the lower left. When you click that, it pops open a new window or a new tab with their training site. And they have training videos, webinars, and support resources. And if you need to contact support, that's where you would do it. If you click the watch videos, it's going to go to their YouTube channel where you can see you know, a very quick video. They're not long, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. They're not long at all. And you can watch a video on just how to do something specific. Some of these things are an extra charge, but the basics are free with your Stellar membership. So go to Stellar. We started back at Stellar. Click Rate My Agent. Claim your profile today. Start getting reviews. Definitely. Now, you know who not to send an email to. You know, if you had a grumpy customer, don't send that email. But even if somebody knows you and likes you already, they might want to make sure that other people like you too. So they just may want to see what other people had to say about working with you. So definitely do this. It doesn't take long. It doesn't have to take long. And I think it will really benefit you. So that's it. I hope that was helpful in some way. I would love to hear what you think about Rate My Agent once you use it, or if you're already using it, go ahead and comment below and let me know what you think about it as a tool. If you didn't totally hate this video, how about clicking like for me down below? And if you did totally hate the video, just don't click anything. Take care, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.